In an age where everyone has a voice, criticism is more common than ever. It can come from friends, family, colleagues, or complete strangers. It can be subtle or harsh, fair or completely off base, and no matter how composed we believe ourselves to be, it stings. But what if we could train ourselves to respond, not with anger or defensiveness, but with strength, clarity, and peace? That's exactly what the Stoics train for. Today we'll explore how Stoic philosophy helps us not only survive criticism, but grow from it. We'll learn how to detach our ego, see criticism as a mirror, and use even the harshest comments as opportunities for inner development. If you've ever struggled with feedback, rejection, or public opinion, this is for you. Let's train the mind to stand tall no matter what words come flying our way. Part 1. Criticism is inevitable, but it doesn't have to define you. Criticism is a guarantee in life. The moment you do anything, speak, act, create, lead, share, someone will have something to say. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your own judgment of them." This is a powerful reframe. Criticism is not what hurts us. Our interpretation of criticism does. And most of that pain comes from one place: ego. We want to be seen as competent, admirable, intelligent, good. And when someone calls that into question, our self-image shatters. But here's the truth: criticism only has the power we give it. If we don't cling to reputation, we cannot be shaken by opinion. The Stoics reminded us, you are not your reputation. You are your character. You are your virtue. That's it. Part 2. Different types of criticism and how to see them clearly. To handle criticism well, we first need to distinguish its types. 1. Constructive criticism. This kind comes from care. A coach, a mentor, a trusted friend points out your flaws, not to harm you, but to help you grow. 2. Misguided criticism. This is feedback based on limited perspective. It might come from someone who doesn't understand your context or intention. 3. Personal attacks. This isn't really criticism. It's emotional projection. Someone may be venting their own pain onto you. 4. Envy-driven criticism. Some people tear down what they secretly admire. This is more about them than you. Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." The same applies to ego and criticism. If we crave admiration, criticism feels unbearable. But if we crave truth, even a harsh remark can be gold. So ask yourself, is this feedback true, useful, coming from love or projection? The clearer you see the source, the wiser your response will be. Part 3. Ego, the hidden saboteur. Why do we react so strongly to criticism? Ego, the part of us that demands to be seen a certain way, the part that confuses our public image with our inner worth. Epictetus taught, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." When we see criticism as a threat to our identity, we react defensively. But when we see it as information, we stay in control. A Stoic doesn't seek to avoid discomfort. A Stoic seeks to respond with virtue, no matter how discomforting the moment is. When someone criticizes you, ask, am I being defensive because there's truth here I don't want to face? Am I protecting an illusion of perfection? What virtue is most needed right now? Humility, patience, courage. The more you operate from virtue, the less ego can hijack your response. Part 4. Practical Stoic Tools for Handling Criticism. Let's get practical. What do the Stoics suggest we actually do when faced with criticism? 1. Pause and breathe. Before reacting, pause. Count to 5. Inhale, exhale. Reactivity is the enemy of clarity. Marcus Aurelius journaled regularly as a way to delay reaction and restore reason. 2. Ask, is this true? Is there any truth in this criticism? Even if it's poorly delivered, is there a lesson here? The wise person extracts gold, even from dirt. Practice negative visualization. Imagine being criticized publicly. Imagine someone misjudging your intentions. Now rehearse your response. Do it without anger, without sarcasm, with calm and clarity. The Stoics call this premeditatio malorum, preparing the mind for adversity. 4. See the critic as a teacher, even the rude ones, especially the rude ones. Every interaction is a test of your inner posture. Don't ask, why are they attacking me? Ask, what does this reveal about me? 5. Journal your response. Writing is a powerful tool for reflection. After criticism, write about what happened. What virtues were tested? What ego flared up? What can you do better next time? Part 5. Great Stoic Examples. Marcus Aurelius, as emperor, was criticized from all directions. Politicians, generals, philosophers. Yet he never lashed out. His meditations are filled with reminders to stay grounded, to forgive ignorance, and to maintain inner peace. Epictetus, born a slave, was insulted and belittled for much of his early life. Yet he taught that only our own thoughts can harm us. He didn't seek approval. He sought integrity. Seneca, a wealthy statesman, was constantly accused of hypocrisy. He didn't deny it. He admitted his imperfections and wrote to others as a fellow traveler, not a flawless guru. His humility is still admired today. These men weren't superhuman. They were tested, attacked, misunderstood, and still they chose calm over chaos. That's strength. Part 6. When to speak, when to stay silent. Sometimes the best response to criticism is silence. Other times it's clarity. How do we know the difference? Seneca offers a guide. A wise man is indifferent to praise and blame. If your response is driven by ego, wait. If it's driven by clarity and kindness, speak. Ask, will my words add value or just fuel the fire? Am I seeking justice or revenge? Will silence protect my peace or hide the truth? A Stoic speaks with intention, not to win, but to serve virtue. Part 7. Final Stoic Reframes on Criticism. Let's end with powerful Stoic reframes you can carry into daily life. Criticism is not an attack, it's a mirror. Criticism is not the end, it's a beginning. Criticism is not a judgment, it's a test of your character. You don't control the opinions of others, but you do control how you respond, and that's where your strength lives. When you build this inner strength, this calm in the storm, you become unshakable, not because people stop criticizing you, but because your peace no longer depends on their approval. So the next time someone criticizes you, pause, breathe, reflect. Ask yourself, what would a Stoic do right now? Then respond, not with ego, but with virtue, not with fear, but with wisdom. This is the way of the Stoic. Thank you for watching. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more weekly lessons to help you master your mind and live with strength, clarity, and peace. Until next time, stand tall, think clearly, and live wisely.